Good morning, everyone. Here we are, day number 8 of J-Term. This thing is almost over. Can you believe it? How quickly did this thing fly by, right? So it's Wednesday of day 2, or week 2. That means we've really got to get into project completion mode at this point. Focus on getting these things completed, both your entrepreneurial projects and your beautification projects. I'm seeing tons of progress on both of those around the building the last couple days, which is absolutely great to see, but we still have a long way to go between like halfway there and all the way there. Getting that all the way there is the task for today and tomorrow, okay, on both of those projects. Ideally, tomorrow, Thursday, is really fine-tuning, finalizing, practicing our pitches for entrepreneurism, and tomorrow is beginning to finalize our beautification projects. Now, that's Thursday because on Friday, you're still going to have time for beautification out around your entrepreneurial pitch time. So there's still going to be a bit of time for finalizing stuff on Friday, but on Friday, we also really need to get the whole school back in order so that we can start operating again on Monday. All right, so that puts a lot of pressure on today and tomorrow for us to really wrap up all of the work that we've been engaging in here in J-Term. So for those of you, let me just make a note about beautification before I turn to entrepreneurism. On beautification specifically, what this means is we are wrapping up things that we've already started. We are not, at this point in J-Term, starting new projects, all right? Don't sketch out a new painting that you want to do, or sort of lay out a new bench you want to build, or something like that. Forget that at this point. Right now, work on finalizing all of the work that is currently started. For all of you that are out there working on lockers, that means turning all the lockers that are currently painted into books and not continuing to paint new lockers, okay? Let's sort of cut out that part, and now let's turn the lockers we have painted into books so that this project sort of has some completion to it. Maybe we'll come back to these kinds of projects later on in the semester. That's a possibility. You can work with your advisories as the semester goes on. You might still be interested in doing things, but the projects that have been started in J-Term should finish in J-Term, okay? Super serious on that point. I really do not want these things extending beyond Friday. All right, let's turn now to entrepreneurism and the task of getting finished. So today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Friday, we present. Okay, I wrote a big, long email tonight to the judges, doing the final invitation for the judges. Looks like we have on the order of about 25 to 30 people coming to the building to do judging for all of these entrepreneurism projects. And all the people we got coming, we have got a really diverse, cool mix of people coming to do judging for our presentations. Everything from UK professors to CEOs of companies to startup company founders themselves to just regular employees that work at businesses. We've covered a ton of ground with our folks that are coming. I'm really excited for you guys to get the chance to pitch to all of them. So they'll be here on Friday morning, and we're going to start at 8 o'clock. So there's not even going to be time on Friday to get our pitches finalized, okay? So one task we got to do tomorrow is assign our presentation slots, but we'll get to that tomorrow. Your task is get these presentations finished today and then use tomorrow for polishing. Okay, so we're going to kick off the day. The first thing you're going to do when you close this video is get with your teams and get back to work. Sometime this morning, we're going to have students bringing around the actual rubric that you will be judged on for the presentation, okay? You'll see that the rubric has 3 pages and judges 3 big areas. The rubric judges your presentation skills, like how did you do during the presentation itself? Was there equal participation in putting the presentation together? So like judging the presentation, judging the business ideas, and judging all the products that go with the business ideas. So you'll see those 3 big categories. That's where all the judging is. There's about 4 or 5 sort of indicators per category. When you add up the points across all of those, that is going to give us our average scores, and that's going to determine our winners for our projects. Okay, so all of that is in place at this point, and you'll see the rubrics this morning. Spend some time checking out those rubrics so that you know how you're going to be judged. But also that should give you a lot of guidance about where to be putting your efforts at this point. Okay, perfectly fine to use a rubric in that way. All right, so that's what you'll have for like the first hour work time. For those of you doing video production, you need to do the video. Hopefully you did some filming yesterday. Finalize filming and work through your editing this morning, okay? You're going to have time to work on this today, but just push these projects to completion, all right? Done is better than perfect at this point. Done is better than perfect, all right? You'll get points on these rubrics for projects that are done and presented. You won't get points that have like 10 seconds of perfect and 40 seconds of nothing. You know, that's not going to result in any points. So focus on getting projects to done. That is the most important part. All right, so an hour for that to kick off the day. We are going to spend some time today, and I know you're going to moan about it because you got a lot of work to do. We're going to spend some time today thinking about human resources and jobs within this overall structure, because I don't want you to lose sight of the overall teaching goals that we have during J-Term. That we're doing cool projects, that we're presenting, that we have prizes for winners and all that. That is awesome. The most important thing, though, is that you all are learning and taking away from this whole activity some actual knowledge and skills about the world of business that you can bring back into your own lives and think about as you continue to mature and get closer and closer to the business world yourselves. So today I want us to focus on jobs. How much money does it take to make a living wage? Since you guys are building businesses, who are you going to hire and how much are you going to pay them? Some questions like that. And I want us to be really thoughtful about where's the money coming from in our lives right now? Who are the people that are working the jobs that provide for you, right? Assuming that you're not paying your own way in life at this moment, who's paying your way in life? And I want you to think deeply about that and maybe even thank them today. Later on as you get through the day, I have a pretty sappy little thank you note that I want you to give to someone in life. But I think that's important, and it really shows maturity on your part, okay? You know, this might feel sappy, but what it really is taking a huge step forward in your own maturation. And I want you guys to go there and think about it and do that and move forward with your lives. So, good. Okay, so we'll spend a little time thinking about human resources. What you're going to do after that is have a little bit of time to finalize and practice your pitches, and then you will deliver your presentations today to your advisory groups, okay? So within that group you've been working in for the last week and a half, it's within a very protected, like a little group that you've been working with that should not judge you too harshly. You give the initial presentation, the initial draft of the presentation. Those other students in the room, though, are going to use the rubric to grade, and you all should grade anonymously so that you can give honest, direct feedback that you're sensing about their presentations. Help them improve. This is critical feedback time. This is the time when we want to get better together. All right, so number one, be willing to give critical feedback. And number two, when you get critical feedback, don't take it personally. It's part of the growth process. It's a good thing. All right, so that is going to happen. That judging, everyone will get a chance to present, and everyone will get some initial feedback on their presentations, including an initial judging on the rubric. So you're going to spend a lot of time with the rubric today, only to reinforce here's what's valuable and here's where points are going to be awarded on Friday. Okay, so you'll spend quite a bit of time with that. Then when that is done, late in the day, you'll have like another 45 minutes to work on your presentations, to work on the videos, to work on your business plans, all that stuff. You'll have some time at the end surrounding lunch, okay? This is a huge work day for us at STEAM Academy. Today is not the day to be goofing off. Tomorrow is not the day to be goofing off. Friday, okay. You know what? Maybe we'll have some time for that kind of stuff. We'll have a little bit more enjoyment on Friday. Today, tomorrow, get to done.